Every time that there's some news in relation to the Spawn movie, I'm just like, oh yeah, almost forgot about this one. Now there's no denying that we've been getting a lot of new news in relation to the Spawn movie, which does suggest that we will actually get to see this film sooner rather than later, and that production will happen very soon. But just recently it has been revealed that Greg Nicotero, who is mostly known for doing the special effects for the Walking Dead series, will in fact have a helping hand within this Spawn reboot. Which is pretty interesting because Greg did actually help with the first Spawn movie, mainly with the costume as well as some of the special effects. And despite all of this, Todd McFarlane himself did mention that they will take some liberties with the Spawn costume and that he is going to be different in comparison to what we normally see him as. And in a recent interview with comicbook.com, Todd McFarlane did mention that even though the costume will be different from the comics, it will still be recognizable for fans. And this is exactly what he had to say, and I quote, "Does Spawn have a dark mask and his body dark, and then does he have a cape like in the comic books? Yes, yes, yes. Will he have all of that in the movie? Yes, yes, yes. So it's not like I'm going to give him wings instead of a cape, and I'm not going to give him no mask instead of a mask. There's no going to be any of that. It just won't be exactly what a hardcore fan is used to." And with all of that being said, I can totally see where Todd McFarlane is coming from. Because of course Spawn will still have his main elements such as the mask and the cape, but at the same time they still have to take some liberties in order to make the costume fresh. And given how the movie is going to be more of a dark, grim horror, they're going to have to adapt the costume so that it'll be more in line to the tone that they're trying to aim for. The best example of this is of course Doctor Strange's costume, where yes, they did take some liberties by making it look more ancient and grounded, but ultimately when you look at the costume, at least you can tell that this is in fact Doctor Strange. And this is pretty much common when it comes down to comic book movies, because with every adaptation they'll do their own different spin to make their own incarnation fresh. And pretty much every comic book costume out there on film do have their own flair to them. So this isn't really anything new when it comes down to comic book films. So what are you hoping to see out of this brand new Spawn costume? Are you still hopeful in that it's going to be similar to the comics, or are you worrying in that this is going to look a little too different? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care and have a good one.